This is a public relations and e-marketing campaign designed for Cromford Mills. A brief background about the site. Cromford Mills is very rich in history and plays an important role on England's heritage. It was built in the late 16th century, exactly on 1771 by Sir Richard Arkwright, a barber that turns into an entrepreneur by building the first water-powered cotton spinning wheel in the world. Throughout the time and the usage of its site, Cromford Mill now has a few buildings that has been classified as heritage at risk by the English Heritage. Cromford Mills was purchased back by the Artwork Society on 1979 after being used for several purposes, including as a paint dye company. Artwork Society is an educational charity that was formed in 1972 with the purpose to preserve the natural landscapes around the Cromford area as well as rescuing other buildings around it. Today, as a tourism object, Cromford Mills has functions includes a guided tour around the mill which customers can pay when they visit the mills. They also rent the venue for events and weddings and conferences as well, and a studio rent for independent artists that looks for a place to display their artworks. There are also several shops and cafes around the sites for customers to relax in. Several buildings on the site is undergoing restorations as part of the Cromford Mills master plan for the next decade. A 10-year master plan has been designed by the stakeholders and people who take care of the Cromford Mills to ensure that the Cromford Mills restorations and renovation is being carried on and the site can be preserved for the future usage. By designing this PR and e-marketing campaign, there are a few objectives that needs to be met. Cromford Mill aims to attract younger market to visit the site. This means school children, young adults, teenagers. The demographics of this younger audience is very little compared to the elderly or retired visitors on the site. Creating public awareness of the site's existence is also important to make Cromford Mills available in the public's eyes. Being available at reach when there is information about the site can help customers or potential visitors to be more eager to come to the site. Currently, Cromford Mills has only a few channels to generate incomes for their finance. They have a cafe, flower shops and guided tours, but they do not charge for entrance fees. Their highest income comes from the cafe in front of the site. It is important to think of any other available ways, such as putting up reenactments, charging entrance fee or selling authentic souvenirs about Cromford Mills can also help in generating income. Making use of the most influential media to generate buzz or hype about the site. Approaching younger audience and creating word-of-mouth recommendations can also help in creating public awareness about Cromford Mill. Creating stable customer relationships and addressing issues and concerns of customers will be able to help customers put on their trust more. And finally, identifying Cromford Mills' strengths and weaknesses as a World Heritage Site is important to know the next step in achieving the goal. During the visit to Cromford Mills, we've carried on a research on the existing market to understand the behavior and trends going on. On being asked on their reason to visit Cromford Mills, 53% of the visitors said they come to learn about the history and the heritage of Cromford Mills and bringing their children to learn more about the sites. 37% of the visitors said they come here to shop, to look at the arts and crafts and relax at the cafe, while the other 10% don't have any particular reasons to visit. 65% of the visitors has already visited Cromford Mills before, and they've come back with their family and friends. The other 35% has never been here before, and this is their first time to come to Cromford Mills. On being asked how they get the information about Cromford Mills, 39% is actually living nearby Cromford Mills, whereby they are locals that visit Cromford Mills very often. 28% knows Cromford Mills from leaflets, hotels, websites, and books. About 22% of the people that comes visit the site was recommended by their friends, and the other 11% drive by through the Cromford Mills and are curious and decided to stop by. The majority of locals who comes and visit Cromford Mills and come back again to relax, they do the shoppings and they visit the arts and crafts, normally would recommend the Cromford Mills sites to their friends and families and brings in new customers. Several issues needs to be addressed about Cromford Mills immediately. Flat demographic. Most customers that comes to visit Cromford Mills are aged under 50 or retirees. This is why the Cromford Mills needs to attract new target market. Redesigning the websites to become more user-friendly and attractive may increase the traffic that is generated on the website. It is also important to distribute information evenly on the website so people can understand more. Customer service can also play an important role, especially in creating a first impression towards the first-time visitor. Having a great customer service will also make visitors feel comfortable and not hesitant to come back again. Improvements can be made on creating a welcome signage or a proper signage towards the canal locations on the site. There are only a few signboards that explains about the site, otherwise customers are normally lost when they are visiting the site. While Cromford Mills offer guided tours, events-based hirings and seasonal events on the site, there seems to be a lot of other potential that can be used to improve the site's attraction. If we want to attract younger audience, we also need to consider the things that we need to do to attract them to come here. For example, installing children playground or play area can help to attract families with children to come along. The lack of staff and manpower is evident in the site. It is understandable because the society is struggling financially to hire people. Although Cromford Mills has a few social media sites that is managed, it seems like they can do some improvements by creating two-way communications and not just static information giving. Utilizing the websites and technologies can help to improve the efficient marketing towards a new target market. Planning the campaign is divided into two sections. Public relations. Cromford Mills needs to create a clear vision and missions. This is important to make the organization's objective consistent. Creating a press pack or all information about Cromford Mills to distribute to the members of press can be useful for future reference and to avoid misleading informations. Participating in local community events and be open towards contributing value of history around the Cromford area. Providing suitable information and offer for educational purposes. Launching intensive digital public relations move by updating social media sites actively and with varieties like pictures, news, and tiny bit histories of the site to interest customers. E-marketing. Cromford Mills can use 5 different ways to promote their sites. Search engine optimization is good if customers are looking for the first time for Cromford Mills. Using a paid search will put Cromford Mills on top. Sending emails out to potential visitors or the Artwork Society member about seasonal events that is going on the site. Using social media to reach wider target and audience, and also monitor the results of the marketing directly. Using interactive advertisements on Facebook, Twitter, or any other sites where it is related to Cromford Mills. Creating online partnerships with other sites can help to attract new target market. For example, Mason Mill just around the corner of Cromford Mills is potential for a lot of new customers that can come to Cromford Mills as well. Feasibility forecast for this e-marketing and PR campaign. Financial barrier. Lack of skills or staffs. Customers' response towards the marketing. High expectations and dedications required for the public relations team. And the way public response to the digital advertisement nowadays are mostly negative. If successful, the PR and e-marketing campaign can help to establish Cromford Mills' online presence, enlarge the market value, provide instant exposures towards the new market and existing market. It will serve as a motivation to make room for improvements as the high expectations of the customers keeps increasing, and a long-term results for the reputations and image of Cromford Mills. For the final conclusion, the team hope that this campaign can assist Cromford Mills in generating new market in part of its growth as the World Heritage Sites. Obviously, a few risks and benefits are evident during the process, but these steps are necessary to make Cromford Mills keep growing and running for generations to come. With the new generated target market, Cromford Mills can grow into a better, versatile historic site that will accommodate people from all ages and different purposes by staying true to its roots and values and also preserving Sir Richard Arkwright's legacy. Thank you for listening.